Hello and welcome to Ph06 video lessons. Today we are going to have a quick class about blood clotting. Okay, so this is a high-level topic, but the overview I'm going to be giving here now is very good for everybody to have, standard level or high levels. We are going to talk a lot more about this in class. I don't want to give much of a spoiler now, but just for you to have a quick overlook, let's take a look on this video and you have an idea for when we are going to be having our talk. Okay, blood is a tissue. Blood is actually a bunch of cells that are working together. So they are a kind of a tissue like muscles are, and they are a very important tissue, and they are quite easy for us to lose because it's liquid. And if they find an opening, they may get out of our body, and therefore losing blood can be quite dangerous because blood is quite valuable, and it's not a good idea losing a lot of it. Losing about 1 liter of blood is already life-threatening, and it can be very dangerous. So when there is a bleeding, our body needs to stop the bleeding. So for that to happen, there are mechanisms that stops it. So what's going to be happening in a quick look over here is that when there is damaged blood vessels, not a good color, let's put this in blue over here. So when there is damaged blood vessel over there, there are clotting factors, there are platelets, they are all going to be working to make a cascade of reactions that's going to be making a molecule called fibrinogen to become insoluble fibers, and these fibers show up and they start trapping red blood cells and platelets and stuff, and they make a little blocking. So this is the idea. They make a block just to stop the blood from leaving. For us to take a look on how this works, or a quick overlook of that, there is a damaged blood vessels. So when you make a cut, when you rupture, when you bump, when there is a little bit of a break on a blood vessel, they are going to be signaling platelets, which are cellular components. They are fragments of cells that float around and they help in this process of clotting. And also they are going to be activating clotting factors. There are many clotting factors in our blood that are going to be start saying, hey, we have a problem here, there is a bleeding. And these guys together are going to make one chemical called prothrombin. And they are going to be making it to become thrombin. Basically, they are going to be kind of forcing prothrombin to become thrombin. They will signal prothrombin to become thrombin. They will catalyze this reaction. And thrombin, therefore, is going to be with the help of calcium and vitamin K over there. Vitamin K and calcium, they are going to be making fibrinogen, which is a soluble molecule that you have there in your blood, a lot of it in your blood. And this soluble molecule, which is disappeared there in your blood, suddenly, after being activated by thrombin and vitamin K and calcium, it becomes fibrin, which is an insoluble molecule. And because it's insoluble, suddenly it pops up into the blood in the place where it has been activated. And if this is close to a damaged blood vessel, this is going to be making a clot, it's going to make a scab, it's going to make a little cork that will seal the bleeding and will stop the bleeding on that point. So then you stop bleeding. So this here is a cascade of the blood clotting, the very simplified cascade. Even for the high levels, this is quite simplified. So let's take a quick look again. Damaged blood vessels, they are going to be making platelets and clotting factors to make prothrombin to become thrombin, and thrombin is going to be making fibrinogen to become fibrin, and that with help with vitamin K and calcium. And the fibrin is insoluble, then it makes the blocking. Okay, so the idea is this: you have a tier, clotting factor signal, platelets, they are going to be making fibrinogen, and they're over there to become fibrin, and they make a block and they stop the bleeding. This is the idea. Very quick overlook. Actually, that's a simplified version. What you see over here, you have some clotting factors. That's here in this case, it's a little bit more detailed. That's going to make prothrombin to become thrombin. That makes fibrinogen to become fibrin. And this can be actually much more complicated. You see there, fibrinogen becomes fibrin. And much more complicated, but we are not going to be focusing on the complicated. We're going to be focusing on the simple version, which is this one over here, and that will be enough for you to know what's going on. Okay, so take a quick quiz over here now, and I'll see you in class for us to discuss much more about blood clotting and all the few stuff that are related to it. Cheers, bye bye.